Section 2. Abandon your attachments. To know your true self, you must first become aware that you have a false self. This realization is the first step in the process of casting that spurious self aside. The false self has 4 primary characteristics. The self that takes love from others. The first characteristic of the false self is that it thinks only of taking love from others. The primordial Buddha gave us the universe. He gave us our souls and physical bodies. He gave us everything, including the sun, the air, water, the land, the seas, animals, plants, and minerals. Yet he asks for nothing in return. We human beings live in a world where everything we could possibly need is provided, yet all we can think of is how to get more. How could we even think about receiving more love when we are given all the love we need? Those who are busy taking love from others are simply unaware of his love. So what exactly is this love they want from others? The love they want is to be looked up to by other people. What is the point of such recognition in this world? What good does it do you to be highly respected based on 3-dimensional materialistic values? What use is it to anyone? It certainly does nothing to improve our souls. In fact, this kind of admiration only creates barriers between you and others. If we continue on this path, the whole world will resemble a zoo, with all the people in it trapped inside cages of their own making. Those who do not see this truth are clinging to false values. As long as they stay the way they are, they will never be able to attain true happiness. The self that does not believe in Buddha. We should feel most sorry for those who do not have faith in Buddha, who do not believe in the world that he created. For them, humans are born simply as a result of copulation, and every individual life is totally independent of the rest of humankind. This is the most tragic false self. Those who do not believe in him and insist on seeing proof of his existence mistakenly believe that they can sit in judgment over him. They have become so arrogant that they believe that they are superior to him. But of course, human beings cannot prove the existence of Buddha, who has been guiding humankind since before the creation of Earth. The only way to obtain that sort of proof would be to die and return to the other world. But people who die without believing in the afterlife will find themselves so confused that even then they will be unable to recognize their own existence. The self that makes no efforts for spiritual progress. The third characteristic of the false self is lacking in efforts for spiritual progress. The false self gives in to laziness, neglects the study of Buddha's truths, passes unfair judgment on others, and becomes hard-headed. Buddha expects more of us. He asks humans to make an eternal effort, so as his children, we must do so. Do you make a sincere effort every day to deepen your knowledge of the truths? Do you evaluate the ability and potential of others accurately? Are you open-minded? You won't be able to improve your soul, and therefore won't achieve spiritual progress if you are closed-minded. Being open-minded is a virtue, and it is what Buddha expects of us. If you are always contradicting others and not listening to what they have to say, you are not open-minded. The self that is full of worldly attachments. The fourth characteristic of the false self is that it clings to this world. To know your true self is to live every day with his will as your own, knowing that you are born into this world temporarily to train your soul, and being aware that eventually you must leave everything behind and return to the other world. No matter how much you may wish to remain in this world, one day you will have to depart for the next. Your life on earth is impermanent, which is why you must live each day as if it were your last. We never know when we will die. No one in heaven is attached to the material things of this world, whereas all the inhabitants of hell remain obsessed with this world. Never forget this, even for a moment.